Hey guys, it's Becky. I am back with another process video. Today I am going to be using a Paige Evans paper pad. This first paper I show you right here was initially going to be my background, and I am going to go through those steps with you when I tried to use that. I really wanted to use the teal and the yellow, and so I also added in this pink because on one of the cut apart cards there was, I think the cut apart card was yellow and it had like these pink and teal flowers on it, and I loved it. It looked so good together. When I tried to work those colors in, it did not go so well. Right here I'm going to go ahead and back my photos on some white, and I'm going to cut them out. You can see right there it already cut out my title. It's called, well, the big part of the title is Novelist. And I cut it out in a yellow paper that came from that paper pad. And these right here are some little fussy cut flowers that also came from a paper in the paper pad. With this collection, there was a sticker book that I also had purchased, and it had those small blue tile alphas. They're kind of a navy blue with a gold lettering on them. They're very pretty. And I think I've mentioned this before. I accidentally bought 2 of those. So I have plenty of the alphas to use, which is fine because they are really pretty. So initially I thought I was going to have my title going up and down like this, kind of 2 letters stacked on top of each other, and I was going to go ahead and overlap the T and the I onto this photo of myself. And I am going to get as far as to sticking them down. Well, you'll see here in a second. I will come back and I will have a white background because it just, I mean, look at it. It is a mess. So I cut out this card right here. It says, always believe something incredible is about to happen. And that's kind of the opposite of what my journaling reads. But at the top of that card, I will later put remember on it to remember to always believe something incredible is about to happen. So right here, I go ahead and stick down my title. I am using some liquid adhesive, Scotch, I think it's the Scotch tacky glue is what I'm using at this point. And it's not going to stay like that. So that is all glued down. I put a book on it that was nice and heavy. I hated it. It was horrible. So I go ahead and rip all those letters up and put them on a white background. This is just a American Crafts cardstock, and I'm using the smooth side. It's or not American Crafts, sorry, Basil, which I guess is American Crafts, but it has a textured on one side and smooth on the other, and I'm using the smooth side up. Right here are some flowers that I had cut out of my silhouette. I think I got those in the Silhouette Design Store. I don't know who actually made them, but I just went ahead and backed them with some of the papers that were in that paper pad. I went ahead and still stuck with the blue and the yellow and the teal, but this is going to be minus the pink. That just was really throwing it off so much. So I did cut out all those flowers and some other bits because I had the silhouette out, right? And I went ahead and backed them with the pattern papers, like I said. Right here I'm going to go ahead and glue down Novelist, and in this instance I'm just using that Tombow tape runner because I am going to kind of stitch those down. I'm going to use like embroidery thread and just kind of cross stitch through the letters of Novelist. So I am putting down 2 photos, and in the center is going to be that card. You saw where I cut some of those flowers up so I could put some on one side and some on the other. I originally had that yellow flower right there up at the top, but it was so close to the Novelist, which is also yellow. I went ahead and moved it down just to bring yellow down toward the bottom side as well. I do this a lot where I will start with one idea and it won't click for me. I won't like it, and then I'll just change it completely. And that's what I did in this instance. Right here I'm tucking in some little gold flowers that have these blue leaves. They were in a piece of paper that was from that Paige Evans paper pad. I just had fussy cut them out. I think I had fussy cut them out for a previous layout, so I went ahead and used them again. I'm going to go ahead and put down the flowers that are around the photos. I'm putting those down with some hot glue. It's just going to give them a little bit of dimension underneath. Now that one that I put down there at the bottom left, that one I'm not going to put down with the hot glue because I didn't really want it to have a big lift on it. So I just used that Tombow tape runner to put that one down. And that's just because I didn't feel like I needed a whole bunch of dimension down there. I am going to tuck stuff under it though. It's going to go right there. And then I'm going to go ahead and tuck those gold leaves back under it, and also from that one paper that I had fussy cut out the yellow flowers where you saw when it was still on pink, I tuck those around a little bit as well. I'm going to go back to the hot glue up here at this top of this side and stick those down. So the title of my layout is going to be You Should Be a Novelist. What happened was, I came into my craft room and there was a key. It was a key just sitting on my chair. And I know I've mentioned this before, my son has recently moved away. So my mind is like, where did this key come from? Why is it sitting on my chair? Did my kid put that there? Is this his way of saying I'm not coming back to Georgia because he doesn't like confrontation like me? And so I go out to the front door and I'm seeing if it works in my lock. Like, did he leave his key in my chair? And it did. And Jim's like, what are you doing? I was like, I'm seeing where this key came from. I think BJ might have put it in my lock or on my chair. And he says, that's my office key. Remember when you stitched my jeans? It fell out of the pocket. I've been missing it. So then he was telling me, you are so dramatic. You can make something out of absolutely nothing. You should really be a novelist. And so that's all I'm talking about in this journaling. So right there, I went ahead and put down the title. I had stitched on it, or the subtitle, and then I had stitched on the title. And here I'm just laying down a bunch of journaling. I had typed this up on my computer. I used the traveling typewriter font. I did use 11 point. I wish I would have made it 8 point or a little bit smaller, and I just cut them into strips and laid them down right there. I did have to sit a heavy book on it because I did use liquid adhesive, so it kind of made my page want to curl a little bit, so I left that heavy book sitting on it for a little bit. Right here I'm just using that same embroidery floss. I had 3 different colors, yellow and navy and a teal. And I'm just kind of putting little X's, little cross stitches around the page like you might do with enamel dots, only with thread. Right here I'm showing you the Heidi Swap Color Shine in Gold, and I'm going to give that a very minimal splatter around the page. In fact, I keep it really close to the page because I didn't really want to get it everywhere, which is my MO, as you know. I always mess up the splatters, right? So a lot of the times I will actually touch it to the page and just lightly splatter. So I got a lot of small, fine mist dots on here. It's really cute. I like it. I was kind of afraid that some of it would seep into my thread, but that didn't happen. So it turned out really good. Alright guys, after I finish up with that gold mist, I do not do anything else to this layout. I want to thank you so much for joining me. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye guys.